brushless hammer drill and impact driver from DeWalt. No more fixing up Ryobi batteries like this. I think it's time to upgrade. I've been using this for more than 3 years now. It served me really well as a beginner. It's perfect, very affordable, but I think it is time now to upgrade. Let's take a look. Made in USA with global materials. Oh, by the way, you can totally recycle these batteries to put them in flashlights and stuff like that. Use a multimeter to measure the voltage if they are not completely dead. I mean, around 3 volts or higher. Then you can totally salvage them, right? I even built a off topic, a Ryobi battery holder. Maybe I'll make another video about how to use them. How to build them. I mean, use the dead battery and plug this in. This is a power brick from a Lenovo laptop, 170 volts, and sometimes it may even exceed that rating. So it works as a corded tool. I probably need to shrink this down if I don't, sell these 2 drivers. I would use a case and, just solder these positive and negative terminals, and there you go. Just, I think it's worth mentioning. Sometimes when I'm mixing concrete with the drill and I do not want to burn through my batteries. Wow. This is a hammer drill. Beautiful. About the same size as Ryobi. Let me feel it without the battery. Slightly heavier, but this one feels like a beast. This chuck is metal. This is plastic. Wow. The switch, made in USA with global parts. Well, very similar switch in first and second gear. The DeWalt does not have the bubble level like that. Otherwise, this feels very comfortable, and look at that brushless motor. Well, what's next? User manual. The battery, and this I think I got a great deal. This is a 2 amp battery. This is a 4 amp battery pack, 20 volt max. Whoa. Even at the first gear, it feels significantly more powerful than the Ryobi. Wow, what the hell? Yeah, and this light is super bright. It's like eye piercing bright. And I can, okay, there's a half brightness. It's a 20-minute timer. Let me pull the camera closer. Look at that. It's 20-minute. Yeah, that's a great improvement over Ryobi because this little light is great, but only activates when the trigger is pressed. It does not stay any longer. However, the impact driver from Ryobi has a great tri-light, but only stays on for like maybe 10 seconds or less. This is my favorite part. The impact driver is so compact. Look at this. This is night and day. Oh my God, I love it. Impact driver is the most used tool in my garage, and I would definitely want it to be very lightweight and compact. Let's see. I think the Ryobi might be just heavier. Not only larger, but also heavier. Look at this comparison. And this is the 887 model, the top of the line, back a few years ago, I guess. Brushless driver. This is the first gear. Second, wow. Second would be usually more than enough. Well, third gear. Let's see, Ryobi. I do not have screws to test right now, but you know, it also has this, for me, this gear selection is a must for me, you know. I would sometimes screw in some very delicate tools, delicate screws. We have belt clip, and there's nothing more in the back. And this is a pretty well-made bag as well, with that Made in USA logo. Let's see if we have, I do not have a full charge on this battery. What about this one? What about this one? Also empty. Now it's a good time to test the charger, don't you think? I have a kilowatt meter. I would have to plug this one in and see how many watts I get from the charger. Probably just 4 or 5 amps. I never used a DeWalt charger before. Let's see this. 70, 80 watts. Wow, this thing is a monster. Let's see the power rating. This is output 4 amps. 4 amps probably at 20 volts. Yeah, that makes sense. 80 watts. 80 watts. That is true. 80 watts input. This is a 4 amp battery. And what about the smaller one? Takes a little bit to get used to. This is my first time using the DeWalt impact and drill. Let's see these smaller battery pack. A little bit different. This is smaller than Ryobi. Well, I have a spare one here. This is the Ryobi Charger. Okay, that pulls 81 watts. Yeah, around 80 watts. Seems very reasonable. Nice. I'll just leave it charged here. And let's try Ryobi. I don't think I have a fully depleted battery. But let's see, I never actually tested it before. Oh, it's not charging because it is fully charged. Right. This one is probably a dead battery. Yeah, never mind. But they can be useful, you know, in situations like repairing an old stereo. Just a second. So my old Bose stereo died, the battery died, so I hooked up a bad charging unit on the back of the stereo, and I can just plug in and see. Well, it powered on, but it does not have, you know, discharge protection. It would further drain the battery. It's probably not good for the battery. But I think this is, you know, doable when you have a dead stereo like this. Takes 18 volts battery as well, but the replacement is just super expensive. I think I'm just probably gonna sell these two, you know, or I still keep a few Ryobi tools, like like this kind of nail gun. It works well. I don't use it often. Doesn't make sense to maybe buy another expensive DeWalt. Well, just look at these two gorgeous tools. So small. I love it. So compact. Wow. Yeah, if you can afford it, definitely go for the best tools. Feels very nice. The battery, well, forgot to plug it in. Again, it's 81 watts, 2 amp battery. I'll probably get more batteries and more DeWalt tools. It has a very beautiful 20 volt max line. Like, yeah, definitely looking forward to switching over to DeWalt. So goodbye, Ryobi. Not a bad tool, but you know, after 3 years, it's actually holding up pretty well. Okay, usually I use gear 2 as well. So I'll usually set it to 2, but if I do delicate work, 1 is desirable. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is the chuck. Well, look, it flies over like that. I'll lose 1 bit. And I think in most reviews, you just press it in, right? It locks. It just saves a lot of time if I'm switching over bits. You have to put it up if for some reason if it retracts, then you can't press it in. It's not possible for Ryobi. You have to put it out and put it in like that. And for DeWalt, it's always retracted and just press it in. Time saver. Tons of other bits. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would use a hammer drill. Maybe I can get a compact version, which will be much lighter. Yeah, let's see about the drill. All right, if you find it useful, please click like and subscribe. Thanks.